just simply like quickly correcting few shapes. Like today we'll just quickly block out intersection. Okay, like first thing, like yesterday, Darshan asked me this thing how to use that reference, right? Spotlight. So yeah, so I just missed that part. So I'll just quickly show that. Where is my textures? So first thing, like you have to go to textures and import your that particular image you want to use within your ZBrush as a reference. So first thing is import, and ZBrush supports JPEG and PSD. Either you have to convert your image into JPEG or in PSD, then only you can import it. So then go reference. Suppose okay, let's. I like this character, so most probably we'll be doing something like this. Like it's a bit interesting instead of regular flat characters. So let's start building this. First, import. It's there. So once you import this, you can see import this. There's an option for you can see on off. This is basically spotlight. Shift Z. Shortcut is Shift Z. If you press it, it's on, right? Hmm. Select the texture, then press on off spotlight. Why is not working? Oh, add to spotlight. Sorry, forgot. I forgot. First, you have to add to spotlight. Then you can just turn it on and off because spotlight is not there. So you haven't added it already in spotlight. You cannot turn it on or off. So it's like I missed it. So you need to just first add. Select your texture. Add to your spotlight. Then you'll image will appear on the screen with this dial. This dial basically comes with a ton of like options. You can see restore, nudge, clone, smudge. Like you can like clone and contrast. All those things you can do within ZBrush. You can modify this image. Then you can see rotation. You have a scale. You have pin spotlight. You can like spotlight radius. You can like suppose you want to reduce. See, it fades. That fading you can do that. So for this, like you can, now spotlight is activate, you can just click anywhere, this dial will follow, and then click and move. Left mouse button. Sorry, I'll just switch on that uh, keyboard. So you just click and move anywhere. So wherever you want to place this, you just click and move it, and then you have to see that you have an option for scale. You can scale. scale it down, move in place. So once you place it, you're done with your like placement and all. Like suppose you want to like move a little bit further. Done with this, then you have to press Z, like shift Z to enter spotlight, and only Z to exit from your spotlight. Otherwise, you cannot like edit your model. Now you can see if I go here, I can see this thing. I can edit my model. If I am in spotlight mode, I can hide it. I can keep a thing. So if I am in spotlight mode, I cannot edit it. So just like this, you can fix it. It's clear, right? It's quite simple. Texture, add your texture, then add to spotlight this option. Then once it's added, the dial will appear. Scale it down, scale it up, and fit it in wherever you want to place it. Place it, and then scale. Then press Z. That's it. So for this model, I'm going to follow this reference. So I'll now, previously I was thinking like, I'll create a base model, and on top of that I'll start building some character. But structural difference will be there. Then I have to redo the entire structure once again. So instead of that, I can just simply start with one reference and then start modifying that. That will be way better, and it will save some time. Otherwise, I have to redo this thing again and again and again so many times. So I'll just first fix few proportional issues and things. Like nose is like this Z. Okay. Just this. Oh, one more thing I forgot to yes. After pressing Z, your modeling this edit mode will be activated, but still you cannot edit that. Reason being, Spotlight is most of the time is used for reference and texturing for projecting textures on your surface. So that's why it's not doing anything, because it's trying to project this image, because in this portion there's nothing is there, so you can just project it. What you have to do is go to your brush, then samples. There's an option named Spotlight Projection. You have to switch it off. Now, if you go and do, you can modify it. So I'll just quickly add all those volume. Now I have to widen up all the chin, jaw. And you can see this nose, this triangle is quite wide. So initially, when you're creating something, don't focus on detailing. Just focus on shape. First, get the shape correct, and you can see perspective is off. So make sure your perspective is off and you're just blocking out the entire shape. After that, once you block out the entire shape and you're ready, or you feel okay, this is like correct, this is like the exact shape you wanted to create, then only move ahead and create the other, start adding details. So for this character, I have to change some structural shapes. Move to, I have to do some structural changes. So you can see this top surface. This is like almost 50% of this. So I have to increase the size of the skull plus this forehead. And this part is not our highest point. This is our like highest point of our skull. So make sure those things will be there. Either it's a human or humanoid or like human alien character. Still those basic structural shape. Now you can see this looks way better now. Previously it was looking a little bit odd. If I just show you, you can see it looks so odd. It looks like alien. If I increase the skull size, it looks way better now. For this character, I cannot see there's any ear. So I control shift and click on ear, then click on it again. So it will basically hide that poly group. So then you can go to geometry, then you have modify topology, delete hidden. So now that hidden area is deleted. So now you don't have that, and you can just simply go ahead and modify this basic structure. So you can see cheekbones are really high. And have you guys started practicing this? Like you started with your basic structure? Any of you?
Yes, sir.
Okay.
Yes, sir.
Very good. BCB, the clay buildup. And right, I'm working in Dynamish, so this is something like makes things very easy for me. So I can control things very easily. And nose area is quite wide. Those like crease and all, forget about those things. Just get the shape right first. Then we'll add all those details. Initially, no detail at all. Just the basic structure, just the basic shape correct, then we'll modify things. For this character, this head is really heavy, so neck is really thin. So neck, all the parts should be proportionate. So you can just check it like this. I need to widen up my basic this area, jaw, neck. So so even if it's not visible, but you have to create it based on that only. The outer this band or something, this will get its own its volume. Shoulder muscle. Control select that section and click control click outside. So it will reverse the selection. W, and instead of using this blue arrow, I can just select click on this outer edge and move it outside, slightly move it up and slightly back, because you can see this like it's going backwards slightly. Click this, then you can just simply deselect it, then again then apply dynamics. To apply dynamics, because it's already dynamics, control click drag outside, it will re-dynamics. Dynamics is on or not? Oh, sorry, dynamic is not on. So I just simply dynamic it, check all the mesh become even. Then Q, select that section, click on that, make it smooth, or you can simply paint also. Shift F. Right now, all shapes and size are not that important. Well, accurate shape and size are not important. So, and suppose your gizmo is rotated or it have some particular angle. If you want to reset that, what you can do is you can press Shift, click on, oh sorry, Control and Alt and click on this reset. It will reset this gizmo. Then you can use this, or you can just simply use this also. It's totally up to you. Rotate. Okay, next I will just simply sculpt it on this. So now I got this basic bony surface. So just add those details here. I have this temporal, this bone. Well, it's kind of a clay. I'm just removing clay just to get my shape correct. Smoothing is not that important, but it makes things like easier to control. Oh, sorry. Dynamic. Then you just simply select this section, undo, and move it outside, slightly back. Deselect dynamic again. Q and like to match the shape also I can use move brush. Slightly up, and this part is narrow, so you can just use smooth and narrow it down. Okay, this is you see, there's one more thing. If you try to sculpt at the back of this thing, it basically messes up your this model. So what you can do, go to brush, then you have modifiers. No, you have auto masking. Then you have backface mask is switch it on. Just switch it on, so it will it will automatically ignore backface, and it will work on this surface only, front side, surface facing camera. It will work on that side only. You see, this part will remain the same, stay the same. This also have to move. Move tool. This thickness have to maintain. Dynamesh. Clay build up. Reduce the brush size. Make sure always have this thickness. Or you can just, let's suppose you want to create those lines quickly, you can use snake hook as well. This brush, reduce the brush size and create that. Create that. Dynamize them. Dynamize. Dynamize once again. Still this shape is, it looks small. I need to widen it up. Those shapes I'll refine later. At least I got the basic structure. So you can see this bone directly connects to a cheekbone. So this should be wide, this area. Because it's a human character, head, skull size is, skull bone is kind of human, but then it's growing all these horns from the head. So it will affect the actual head surface as well, head skeleton. You can see the slight depression, all the small things you have to add. And here you can see this eye, this shape is almost round. And jaws a little bit wider and elongated. Lips a little bit down. Jaws a little bit down. It's a wide jaw. Oh, let's create. Show. So this is like clay. You are using clay build-up, so you can like add clay very easily. I'm just filling those areas. That's it. Dynamesh. So you can see. The first thing is our shoulder. Then you have this deltoids and the shoulder muscles. So either you can just like sculpt, add all those things, like painting like this brush, or you can just simply add a cylinder or a sphere. What I'll do is I'll use a sphere, open another sphere, click on that, bring this here, scale it. So by that we'll get the entire volume very easily. Squeeze it, squeeze, B and V, move, X, symmetry. So this back volume is also very important. So this rib cage, just define the rib cage, back. Then you can append a cylinder over another sphere. So for this I'll be bending a cylinder. This is my cylinder. Rotate. Scale. Fit it. And this should define only the biceps area till elbow. So elbow should end to your navel. So make sure the scale is correct. And this is like you can see too thick. Yeah. Then once you like done with this, you can have look at it slightly back, slightly angled. Then you can press Control Shift and duplicate this thing, rotate down, slightly relaxed, align it properly. Then you can append another sphere. The elbow. You can like this. You can create this section very easily. Control Alt, drag the sphere, duplicate the sphere, place it, resizes the side, resize and place it here. So what I can do is merge these two, merge down always. Okay. Then you can just simply go to geometry, dynamize them together so they become a single solid geometry. Then you go to Z plug, subtool master, mirror. Okay, both the hands. Like just the basic structure. Just the basic structure, nothing else. So you just block out the entire section. Then you could just simply it's dynamic, so you can just work on it very easily. Space bar, resize the brush, and then you can start sculpting your shapes. So this muscle basically it's a triangular shape. So it's end sorry, it's end somewhere here. Later I'll dynamize and combine everything. Biceps.
The symmetry is off.
Oh, or my mistake. Symmetry is off. Yeah. So symmetry is off. I messed up. So what I'll do, I just simply split this and then subtool split group. No group. Cancel. Shift. I'll check the. You see, I have different polygroups. Split into parts. I'll do that. So two different parts. I'll click on this and delete. Select this. Z plug mirror mirror X. Now symmetry is on. Yeah. So you can fix it. Triceps. This elbow. Elbows are usually thinner as compared to the rest of the part. Just like fixing those shapes. Dynamics. Like fill those areas, then dynamics again, so that issue will go. So like I can just simply add and add shapes and then quickly fix those areas. Or can you simply like do it like extrude from this area and one by one I can add those sections. That is also fine. For some error. Oh shit. I just hope it's there in this thing. Quick save. It's there. Oh, thank God. Oh God, still. Give me a second. Like this, you can like create this thing, or you go to subtool. Usually, what I prefer, to sculpt it from the base model. That gives me more control. I can control the thickness, width, and everything very easily the way I wanted. Like say from beginning only, I can control all the shapes. Let's see it. Save as. Okay, oh, that image reference is gone. I'll do it once again so that all you can see and understand how to do it. I'm going to import this image reference in Zbrush and use it as my reference. Okay. Open, select an image, plus spotlight. Then you have scale option. Just fine. Click and move it wherever you want to place it. Totally up to you. Once you're done with this, press Z, but still you cannot paint it. So go to brush, sample, spotlight projection. Switch it off. Now you can just simply sculpt over this section. So this thing, I just move it up. This is to move all the subtool up and down. So I move it up. I just combine these two together. Merge always. Dynamesh. So now it's become a single part. Collarbone. Then this chest. The outside region is little bit bulkier. You have this like cavity, but it's not full of depth. You have muscles. Those things I'll do slowly. So I can see this distance between my shoulder, neck, and head. So I can see it's my neck is little bit elongated. So what I'll do, control, select this area, click here, Dynamesh, click here, again click and soft it, reverse it and move it slightly down. Oh, it's too much. I'll take this lasso tool, Q, smooth it slightly, hit W, move it down. Q. And this body is also slightly wider. Lasso tool again. I move to freehand, selected this area, landscape, select the center area, reverse, W. So like suppose it's somewhere else, you are going to bring it here. Just click on this center button. It automatically align. Then pull it slightly, deselect, Q, dynamic, 9, quick save it. Then start adding details. And so I'm following this reference like where I can see like my muscles and all. So you can just refer with the any muscle anatomy thing and add all those volume. Nine. Like keep saving your file, otherwise like you might like a busy brush might crash or some just to crash, right? Something like this might happen and you might lose your file. Okay. Like as of now like but like fixing this front side, we're adding those details and all these gaps will when we're going to like pose it, that time we'll fix all these things. Close the rib cage. So you can still gradually getting its exact form. So this is the best part. Like it's 3D, you can rotate your model from all the angles and check. And like if you find okay, this area looks odd, you can always go back and fix it. And for this, I'm using all those references from that book, all those that anti-infra sculptor. I'm using all this muscle flow, like how our muscle flows, how body structure works, and all those things. And like for eyes also, you can see this eyelid. I need some volume here. Yes, times 100, the squeeze. Like muscle for this area, you can stretch here. Then you have from this area muscles, it's like straight muscles.
Sir,
Yes.
can we go slowly, slowly? Till
Slow.
this, we will try.
Okay, slowly. You can go slowly. Okay, it's like the time is almost over. So, try this thing out. And because this is something like you have to practice regularly. Otherwise, it will be very difficult. Practice it,
Practicing, sir.
and then tomorrow, then come back with your all any problem you're facing. Because until now, unless you're facing it, try it, you won't be able to understand the problems. So then
Yes.
come up with all those problems and issues. Then we can I can explain. I can redo the same thing again and explain again. So come up with questions and issues and problems. So what you're facing, unable to control something or any kind of problem. I'll solve it.
Sir, if
Now,
we have any doubt, can
now
can we have tomorrow extra class? Like,
Yes, we can, definitely we can extend the class. That's totally possible.
no, sir. If I have doubt, I will say.
Okay,
Just
you can message me. So if I'm free, I'll definitely we can have extra class. No problem with that.
sir, and then I need to ask how to get this thumbnail of face because I'm just difficult to find which is front and which is back when I'm just sculpting.
Like which is front and which is back in as in what?
Sir, when we just sculpt, no, sir. That time, if we take spear, means everything will be same.
Yeah, for that, check this thing. Right side, you can see this human character.
Sir, for me, it's not enabled.
Oh,
How to enable
oh,
this one?
acha, you are using 2019.
18, sir.
18. Okay,
Yeah.
2018 it's not there. So for it doesn't matter. Open whenever you open any sphere, it's basically front facing. So you can
Okay.
just simply landmark those area, eyes, nose, and all. Then based on that, you can use like that doesn't matter in whichever angle you can work. But later, suppose its angle is wrong, we can always rotate it, right?
Okay, sir.
So
Okay,
don't worry about that. Don't worry about that. Just open and start practicing. If angle is wrong, we can rotate and fix it. Don't worry about that.
okay, sir.
Sir, small doubt.
Yes, yes. Tell me.
How much intensity you should have to keep and draw size? Little confusing in getting that
Yes, like if you have very
while
good control.
smoothing clay builder.
Yes, okay. This is something very good question. This is like I have seen people struggling with this. So like while smoothing, if you press shift, you can see by default intensity is 100%. I'm pressing shift right now. Shift is already pressed. If you see, its intensity is 100%, and you are whenever you're smoothing it, it makes everything smooth and flat. Right? That might be happening. So what you can do, you can just reduce the intensity in press while pressing shift. Reduce the intensity, then you can smooth it, so it will control your smoothness. If like suppose you don't have a tablet and you're using mouse, reduce the intensity and use it. And while painting also, you can see intensity is 20, reduce it to 2, 3 or 4, then paint it slowly. So I'll go slow. I'll do it slowly, and like all the intensity you can control, and control intensity and work, because a pen basically, if you're using a pen tablet, it controls the intensity automatically. But if you don't have that, so you can just use intensity, reduce it. This is same like Photoshop. When you paint with brush tool, right? You can control the flow and opacity with pen pressure, or you can manually reduce it. This is exactly the same thing. Exactly the same thing. You can reduce the intensity of the pressure and then use it.
Okay,
That's
and draw size is also changing while you are
yeah.
zooming in.
Yes. Draw size. If you zoom in, you can see. If I zoom out, it's small. Zoom in, it's big. Right. This is what
Yeah,
it's
yeah.
asking. So it's
Yes, sir.
basic. So what you can do is you can switch on dynamic. This option,
Okay.
dynamic. So you can see the brush size now. If I zoom out, the brush size of proportionate to that body, it will
Okay.
always be the same.
Okay.
So you can do that, or you can just simply press space
Okay.
bar, and resize the draw size. You can see
Okay. Yes, sir.
like this. You can change your focal length, intensity. All four options are here. You can change. You can go to MRGB. All these options are here also. If you press a space bar,
Okay, sir.
so like
And
this. Yeah, and
while starting, we should use Dynamesh 256, and we should share it.
Dynamesh, any Dynamesh should work. Because like right now I'm using Dynamesh 128. Let me see. Yeah, I'm using Dynamesh 120 with 128 poly resolution. So if I want to increase or reduce, I can simply increase this slider or reduce the slider and re-Dynamesh it.
Okay.
And Dynamesh is like while blocking out or creating all the basic form. Till that time, we'll use Dynamesh. Once we block out everything properly, then we'll
Yes.
remesh and subdivide. Before that, no subdivision, only Dynamesh.
Okay.
Okay. So try this. If you find any issue, any error, come back to like you can send me a message. I'll solve those problems. Okay.
Okay, sir.
Oh! Attendance. I totally forgot attendance. Just give me a second. I'll just take the attendance. Okay. Akshay, I saw, yeah, Akshay is here. Anirudh, I saw Anirudh, right? Anirudh was here today. Yes, Anirudh is here, but he is not. He's somewhere else. He is logged in and vanished. Anshuman is here. Ashwin. Today Ashwin is not there. Okay. Nitin is here. Dilip is also here. Gruhit, he joined first. Yes. Dadaji Rakesh. Yes. Rahul. Nitin is also here. Shiva. I guess I saw Shiva.
Yes, sir.
Yeah. Puneet. Puneet is not here. Rajveer. Okay. Where is Rajveer? Rajveer is not here. Okay. Nurman Sam is here. Sonam. Yes, here. Srihari not here. Srijan Roy not here. Tushar. Tushar is also here. So it's like Puneet, Rajveer. Rajveer is not here. Like practice it. If you have any problem, any issue like blocking out or like your pen pressure, anything, just come back to me. I'll explain that thing again and fix those problems because practice is the key. There's no other way because organic is something you can see and identify problems very easily, but to create that it will take a lot of time because same things. So yeah, so practice. Then tomorrow we'll meet and we'll discuss these things. Okay. Bye bye.
Sir,
Yes.
I have a request.
Huh? What?
Sir, can I realign?
Realign.
Sir, I don't have a PC, sir. The lockdown is extended in Chennai till
Yes. I saw that. Yes, that news I saw. So what you can do, you can send a mail to student coordinator asking for the same. So
Yes, sir.
today I'm going to college, so we can discuss. You can send the mail now only. So I'm
Yes,
going
sir.
to college, so I will discuss there, and then let's see what can be done.
Yes, sir. Sure.
Oh, okay.
Thank you, sir.
Welcome.